Have you ever wondered what it would be like if the glamour of a modern wedding dress was abandoned in favor of the elegance of thousands of years of traditional attire? This was the surprising decision made by celebrity couples Shui Kai and Tan Songyun, who are now the talk of the town across Asia. Their bold move to break the conventional pre-wedding mold has sparked a heated debate about the true meaning of marriage in the digital age. Who would have thought that amidst the trend of lavish weddings with imported gowns and exotic locations, a pair of top stars would choose such a boldly different path? Shui Kai and Tan Songyun, two names that have always been associated with luxury and modernity, took a step back, or perhaps more accurately, a revolutionary step forward, by wearing traditional Chinese clothing for their pre-wedding session. This decision was not just a costume choice, but a cultural statement that shook the wedding industry to its roots. Why would a couple who could choose from the world's most expensive dresses and suits turn to traditional attire that is often considered old-fashioned? It is this question that has millions of their fans stunned. In an exclusive interview given to the media, Tan Songyun revealed that this was the first time she and Shui Kai had done something so bold and personal. "We wanted to create a moment that really reflects who we are, not just follow what is considered fancy or trendy," she said with teary eyes, showing how emotional this decision was for both of them. News of the unique pre-wedding session first broke through Shui Kai's Instagram post, featuring him in a traditional Ming Dynasty red and gold outfit, while Tan Songyun looked stunning in a sky blue silk qipao with intricate phoenix embroidery. Within hours, the post received more than 5 million likes and hundreds of thousands of comments, causing Instagram servers to crash in some parts of Asia. "This is more than just a pre-wedding photo," Shui Kai said in the caption. "It's a tribute to our ancestors and the traditions that have shaped us into who we are today." This simple statement sparked a wave of emotions among fans, with many expressing emotion at the depth of meaning behind the couple's choice. What makes their choice even more interesting is the fact that both Shui Kai and Tan Songyun have been recognized as contemporary fashion icons. Shui Kai, who is a prominent action movie star, often appears in suits designed by international designers at red carpet events. Meanwhile, Tan Songyun, an actress who made a name for herself with her role in the popular drama series Moonlight Embrace, is always on the list of best-dressed celebrities in Asia. Celebrity weddings are always in the spotlight, but what this couple has done has shifted the paradigm while raising profound questions about cultural identity in the age of globalization. In an industry dominated by Western aesthetics and often excessive expectations of luxury, the decision to return to cultural roots is seen as a revolutionary act by many observers. Professor Li Xiangyu, a cultural anthropologist from Beijing University, explains the significance of this phenomenon. What Shui Kai and Tan Songyun are doing is a subtle form of resistance to the westernization that has dominated the wedding industry in Asia, he explains. They are not only making a fashion statement, but also a strong cultural statement about the importance of preserving identity in the midst of globalization. The locations for their pre-wedding shoots were also carefully chosen to reinforce this cultural narrative. Instead of choosing exotic destinations abroad, the couple chose the Forbidden City in Beijing and U Park in Shanghai, two historic locations that represent the glory of traditional Chinese architecture. The photos taken at these locations showcase the perfect harmony between the beauty of the ancient architecture and the elegance of their traditional attire. "We wanted every element in our pre-wedding photos to have meaning," Tan Songyun said in a popular podcast. "Even the colors we chose have philosophies in Chinese culture. Red symbolizes good luck, blue symbolizes eternity. It's not just aesthetics, but our prayers and wishes for the upcoming wedding." Renowned photographer Wang Feng, who was entrusted with capturing the couple's special moments, reveals that this project was one of the most challenging and fulfilling of his career. The challenge was to combine traditional elements with modern photography techniques without compromising the authenticity of the clothes and setting, he explains. "But when I saw how Shui Kai and Tan Songyun interacted with their traditional outfits, how they moved, how they looked at each other, I knew it was going to be something amazing." And indeed it was. The end result of the photo shoot is a series of stunning images that showcase the perfect blend of the splendor of traditional architecture, the beauty of ancient fashion, and the mysteriousness of modern love. One of the photos that received the most attention featured Shui Kai and Tan Songyun standing on an arched bridge in Yu Park, with their shadows perfectly reflected on the water surface, creating an alluring visual illusion of two worlds converging, the past and the present. Public response to the initiative was mixed but dominated by admiration. Social media was filled with the hashtags Mirrors Tradition Meets Love and Mirror Zhui Songyun Legacy, with millions of fans reposting photos of the couple accompanied by traditional Chinese poems about eternal love. Even some young couples have announced their intention to follow in Shui Kai and Tan Songyun's footsteps by adopting a similar theme for their wedding. But not all responses have been positive. Some fashion critics have called the move a throwback and too conservative for a young couple of their stature. A well-known critic from an international fashion magazine even called their fashion choices theatrical costumes more suited for a historical film shoot than a personal moment like a pre-wedding. In response to the criticism, Shui Kai calmly replied at the press conference, "We respect everyone's opinion, but this is our wedding, our moment, and we chose to celebrate it in a way that is meaningful to us. If that's considered conservative or theatrical, then so be it. What matters is the sincerity behind the choice." The fashion and wedding industry has also felt the direct impact of this phenomenon. In the short time after their pre-wedding photos went viral, demand for traditional Chinese wedding attire skyrocketed. Designer Song Hui, who created a custom chi pao for Tan Songyun, says she was overwhelmed by the orders. "Overnight, we received more than 200 consultation requests for traditional wedding attire. This is unprecedented," she says in amazement. Even the tourism industry has been affected. The Forbidden City and Yu Park reported a significant increase in the number of visitors, particularly young couples who wanted to take pre-wedding photos at the same location. Some travel agencies have even started offering special Shui Songyun pre-wedding experience packages that include traditional costume rentals and photo sessions at the same iconic locations. Behind the glittering publicity and public admiration, there is a deeper personal story about the couple's journey towards their bold decision. In an interview with Heritage Culture magazine, Tan Songyun revealed that the idea to wear traditional attire came from a visit to her grandmother's house in Yunnan province last year. "My grandmother showed me her wedding photo from the 1950s. She was wearing a simple but elegant red qipao. That's when I realized that luxury is actually in simplicity and authenticity," she recalls. "I told Shui about this, and he immediately agreed. He even suggested learning traditional Chinese wedding rituals for our ceremony." Shui Kai, who rarely talks about his personal life, opened up in the interview. "As an actor, I often wear traditional costumes for roles in historical movies. But there's something very different when you wear those clothes for an actual personal moment," he reveals. "There's a sense of honor and responsibility that comes with it, as if you're carrying thousands of years of heritage on your shoulders." He adds with a trembling voice, "When I first saw Songyun in that blue qipao with the traditional hairdo and ancient silver jewelry, I didn't just see my future wife. I saw historical continuity, beauty that has endured for thousands of years, and cultural pride that we may have forgotten in the madness of modernity."